Hey, it's Aaron Kushler and welcome to another video from EBSC. In today's video, we're going to look at 3 strongman exercises that you can do to improve your CrossFit lifts. There's often a trend in CrossFit to keep doing the same thing over and over just to get better at doing it. And with most things, that would be right. That's where the term practice makes perfect comes from, right? But with training, it doesn't always work out that way, does it? You often see this with the Olympic lifts. People struggling with the same weights and the same mobility issues for years and never really seeming to get anywhere with it. Yet they keep doing Ollie program after Ollie program in a bid to get stronger. That's where thinking outside the box, pun intended, can actually accelerate your strength gains. Using elements from other strength sports can seriously help your CrossFit performance. One sport I've found to work hand in hand with CrossFit in the past has been Strongman, particularly with a few key movements. So let's take a look at these 3 Strongman exercises that you can do that are going to bring up your CrossFit lifts significantly. First up, there's the farmer's walk. Farmer's walk is going to help increase your strength in just about everything, since it's training the very thing we don't train directly. Your grip, your hands, how much you can hang on with. Increasing your grip is going to help carry over to everything you're doing, from pull-ups to muscle-ups to snatches, even rowing. The problem is most people aren't training it heavy enough, for long enough, or often enough. Here's a challenge for you. Take a look around your box at most of the people who are really strong and do very well in the WODs. Now, this isn't going to be the case with all of them, but a vast majority of them probably do a profession that involves physical work. In other words, they're using their hands a lot, which leads to a stronger grip and allows them to lift more weight. You can do the same through farmer's carries. Train them often and rotate through a cycle of going for max weight over a set distance, such as 100 feet or 30 meters, for max distance with about 50% of that max that you just got, and then even use them in an EMOM style setting, such as 30 meters every minute with 50% of your max. You'll quickly find that your grip will increase, as well as the strength in your back, legs, arms, and core. The second movement is tire flips. Tire flips require an explosive hip drive to get the tire to lift up off the ground. They can also be learned in a very short amount of time and can be performed in a range of different ways. And this helps transition into the Olympic lifts, where a strong hip drive is needed to get the bar up and off the ground. And not everyone's going to have access to big tires, and I get that. If your gym doesn't have access to these big tractor tires, you can start off with simple jumps, either onto a box or for distance jumping forwards. Do these in sets of about 3 to 4 flips or jumps for 3 to 4 sets. And they're actually really good to be used before you do any Olympic lifting to help fire up your central nervous system ready for the workout. And the third movement is log press. Now, I know a lot of gyms don't have access to a log, but if you do, use it. It's going to massively improve your ability to press weight above your head. Pressing the log allows you to have your hands in neutral position, so palms facing, which keeps stress off your shoulders and allows you to actually press in a pain-free manner. Most CrossFitters either have had or are currently experiencing some issues with their shoulders, and pressing becomes quite painful. Having your hands in a neutral position allows you to alleviate some of this pain and still keep pressing and making progress. The other benefit of using a log is that it strengthens your upper back. Think of your upper back as the foundations of your house. If you don't have a solid foundation, the house will move as the ground moves, and eventually you're going to start seeing cracks in the wall. Same thing with your shoulders. If the base isn't strong enough, over time you're going to start to see niggles and little injuries that will come up over time. With log press, you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're strengthening your shoulders and your upper back. You can set it up to be pressed off the blocks or to be pressed off the rack. The easiest way to supplement this in is to use a log instead of your barbell for any strict press or push press work. So there you have it. There are 3 strongman exercises that are going to help build up your CrossFit lifts in no time. If you're interested in learning more strongman movements that can help drive up your strength on these CrossFit lifts, check out some of my other videos. I'll put them up on the screen at the end. Also, if you found this video helpful and you got some great takeaways, do me a favor and like the video, as well as subscribe to the channel so that you stay notified with new content that I'm going to be releasing coming up. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.